Hello guys, and welcome to episode 3 of Minecraft Architecture. First of all, sorry if my voice sounds a bit croaky. I have had a bit of a cold and sore throat all day, so sorry about that. But so this time we're doing Dwarven Architecture, so let's jump straight into it. As you can probably see, this style is quite similar to the medieval style that we did in episode 1. That's because it's from a similar kind of fantasy setting, so as you could say, although medieval wasn't really fantasy, but you get where I'm coming from with that. So, first of all, let's have a look at the basement wall design. That's what this is here. I've sort of split it into two sections. There's the section with the bar in here and the section with the stairs in. There's a couple of different ways you could do it. It's very stocky, this, like the Dwarven people themselves. So this one here, I thought, it's very sort of fortified with the bars, and that's the dwarves. They're quite, I think they're quite a defensive people. So that's why that's in there. This one over here, if you didn't want to have, you don't want to have those everywhere because that might be ugly. So you can have this one here. So it's a bit more simple, and I think it works really nicely. It saves having just a big block or blank wall there. You have that sort of like a missing stone or something like that. Onto the second exhibit over here, which is a very kind of bog standard basic wall design. So it's got no windows and anything. It's just the way I thought you could kind of do the wall. Notice these sections are actually a bit wider, I think, than the ones we did before. Maybe the medieval ones aren't that wide, aren't they? But they're not very tall. So the dwarves, they're not very tall people, so they don't need very tall. So I thought, but it adds sort of nice level of comfort as well. Not comfort, I'm saying coziness. That's the word I was looking for. So this is a very basic wall design. I've used just about all of these. I've used the cobblestone as like the support material, and then wood as like a secondary material. So this one here, it's got no extra stuff in it, so that's something you can sort of experiment about with. What I'm trying to say. So I get my tongue and twist today. So on to the next exhibit over here. This is a very basic window design. Again, I split it into two. All I've really done, change from this one over there, is taken these two blocks out here and put them with something, filled them with something. So on this side, we've used the iron bars, obviously. Again, we're keeping that sort of like fortified dwarven theme. And next to it here, we've just got it with glass. This could be used more on maybe a grander building, or maybe upstairs or something like that. So next up is, what is it over here? I can't remember now. Yes, it's a door. Thought the dwarves probably want some kind of fortification, because I've probably said quite a lot now. So hence the iron door rather than the wooden door. And we've also got these bars here. I've also taken out the middle central column there, and put instead two columns either side of the centre block, and put the door in there with the stair above. It creates quite a nice kind of alcove for the door. Third, we have, not third, fourth even, fifth, yes, fifth, sorry, I really learned to count, shouldn't I? We have a basic arch design. Here, we've just taken out, from this one sort of over here, we've just taken out these bottom stairs, and the blocks, and just kind of, it's very nice and open, great passage through, and it's also quite low again, because the dwarves are short people, they don't really need high ceilings particularly. So that's that. Then next we have a variation on that, which is this one over here, which we thought, the dwarves are miners. They're primarily a mining people in just about all fantasy lores. So I thought, why not have something could be like a minecart station entrance, or like an entrance into some kind of warehouse or something like that for the dwarven people. This one is here. It's very simply exactly the same thing, but with the these rails going through, and I think that works really nicely. The 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7th exhibit over here is how I might do the upstairs of these buildings. I started to use a stone brick here as well. I thought it kind of, there's a couple of reasons for this. First of all, you don't want too much cobblestone. Although it has got quite a lot of cobblestone, I'll admit that, but it saves using it all the way around, which would be really dull, and you just kind of merge the floors together. I also thought the cobblestone looks a bit more kind of worn, and maybe that's more open to like the elements on the ground, that sort of thing. Whereas this up here, it's maybe not been battered so many angry dwarves with their axes or anything, so it's a bit nicer, and hence it's a smoother material. And up here again, we get the wood behind, and I put I've put the panes in both of these windows because they don't need to be fortified upstairs particularly. It's not just necessary up there, so that's why I've done that. Next we have two sort of more traditional, possibly dwarven exhibits. This here is my idea of a mine entrance. Now, as you can see, it's kind of sort of this thing protruding from. Just imagine this here is a cliff face, or your mine kind of way it would be. So you put the entrance on it. Oh, anyway. So you can see I've got these two minecart tracks. This one might go out to maybe a warehouse with that sort of entrance sign over there, and this one will go further into your mine, to all your dwarves and their big caverns, drilling out all those precious ores. And I've used a lot of these wooden supports. I think they work really well. They're particularly good because they're something the dwarves get their hands on, and the mine entrance doesn't mean to be as sort of posh or upmarket as the houses anyway. It's just a mine entrance, and the mine isn't. Although dwarves are primarily mining people, that I think, yeah. Next we have over here is just like a section of a mine, so you could double these up. And I've started to use some of these the mossy materials, so the mossy stone brick and the mossy cobble here. I think this creates makes it look a bit more old, and maybe like there's some water run through here at some point in the past, and helps to create a bit more sort of nicer aesthetic. Again, we kept the same wooden supports. Put these up here, like these would be supports through, stop it caving in on them. And again, we've got mine tracks going through, but these could be extended as much as you need them to be. Also, the iron bars here as like supports. Imagine they got some dragon behind here or something that they found deep underground in its lair. I don't know, something like that. Just use your imagination. Now, our final two exhibits over here are roof designs. These roof designs are very similar to a lot of my roof designs, well, for every roof designs. But I've just put these stone brick supports on the side just to keep up that kind of fortified dwarfish appeal. Very small windows, again, pretty fortifiable. Just plain wooden stairs up and down here. Nothing too fancy, but very effective design, I think, and you could double these along for all your roof sections if you wanted. I think having these consistent stone supports would help to keep with the sort of fortified thing. Finally, here we have a roof design with a little window in it. This is a lot similar to a lot of my wall designs. Sorry, not wall designs, roof designs. Except I've got these cobblestone fence. Are they called fences? Walls. That's it. Cobblestone wall supports. Just because I thought it looked nice, really. And it's the same wall section, just with that in there. I'll keep again with the wooden supports just there. Yes, and that's just about that one, really. So let's jump now right over to have a look at what this looks like when you put everything together into one building. And ta-da, here we have it. So jumping straight into it, you can see around the bottom here, I've used both the ways we showed using the basement wall design there, with the iron bars and also with the stair. Used those quite interchangeably, and I think that worked really nicely. Then up here, we've used all the sections that not almost all sections actually. We haven't used the minecart one, but yeah, we've used this door section here. I should really change that there, shouldn't I? Not sure why I haven't done that. Let's change those over. On block. There we go. Yeah, so we've used the door section there, and then we've used these wall window sections there. Works nicely. And window sections on the ends, just sort of let some light in there. Well, I haven't used the bars on the upper floors here because I thought this isn't really it doesn't look like a very defensible, that's the word I'm looking for, sort of building. So hence I didn't use the iron bars. Around the back here we've used the arch section. You can always have those rails coming out of here if you wanted something like that, or you could put the door on the back, looking out somewhere. But I thought this was like a patio, or not a patio, but like something you don't necessarily want to defend like you want to defend the front door. Then around the sides, same as the other side. And onto the roof, I've used these stone brick support sort of sections that I was talking about to create that kind of fortified thing. Used 4 of those across it, but it's in 3 sort of nice sections. And the walls sort of split into these 3 sort of pieces as well, so I thought that worked quite nicely. And I've put the window in there. I've just put this little kind of bit on the end here. It's just done by putting a stair on the end of it there, and just an upside down stair there. It's works quite nicely. And on the other side, I've just put exactly the same thing because I couldn't think of anything else to put, but I think it works nicely. And on the ends, I've just sort of used different aspects of this style and combined them all together. Yeah, and that's what that really is, and that is that. So, thank you for watching once again. That's been episode 3 of Minecraft Architecture. Thank you, 500 subscribers, by the way. That's come up very recently, and thank you very much. I think, thanks for all the support. And we'll have a 500 subscribers / Christmas mini game / map thing coming for you guys soon. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll see you all later. Goodbye.